Well, it's been a hot minute since I talked to you all last, so good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all. Welcome back to the channel. Okay, the reason why it's been that is because I've been working on my friend's computer room. I've been spending a couple days there, and when I get it all completed, I'll do that on a separate video. But today, what we're going to talk about the Windows 24H2. I know I did a last video on this before, and I told y'all that, I was going to show y'all what it's about. And today is the day we're going to do that. We're going to have a long discussion on it, so do expect to have your drink and snacks on hand because you're going to need it at this point. I'm not using voice mod or anything. I'm just using my direct voice straight up with y'all. So let's just go ahead and jump to the action screen and, kind of get into it and show you what's cooking over there. Okay, let me bring my camera view up on for y'all. Okay, now we got the camera view up there for y'all so you can see we're on 24H2. Now that's on a different computer. It's not on mine. I'm still on Windows 10 on mine. I'm testing out Windows 11 24H2, the developer version, which I have my hands on because I'm part of the Insider program. Okay, I have the evaluation copy is that the build is 26200.ge, pre-released. Okay, just to let you know, because it should be down there at the bottom. If you come down here and you see evaluation copy right here, hopefully you can see it. And let me go ahead and minimize my face. This way, you can see it better. Okay, I put myself up into the corner today. Now, I know how y'all don't want me in the corner, but we're in the corner. I'm all updated on this, number one. I checked all the updates before we started this adventure. Some people were telling me that, you couldn't do certain things on this right here. Well, this evaluation copy does not give me AI Copilot. For some reason, this evaluation copy does not have AI Copilot. It's probably because it's a home version. It's the home insider version, and it's not the pro version. Now, when I go to do the pro version, that will be on my main PC, and that's when I upgrade it to Windows 11 24H2. But this is what I found out about the 24H2. If you think you're going to get all the AI capabilities of 24H2, you're wrong. What I found out was that you're not going to get all capabilities because all the capabilities of AI Explorer are set for the Snapdragon ARM processor. That's what Microsoft's been working on all this time, was Windows 11 24H2 for Snapdragon ARM. Now, if you don't have, that's going to come on laptops and, some other devices. But for it to come to the desktop right now, it's not right there just yet. But me digging around and doing some searching, the whole purpose of this is you need the neural processor unit, okay? If your processor, your CPU processor, does not have the neural processing unit, then you're not going to have the full capabilities of 24H2. You will get some, but you're not going to get it all, as I found this out. Now with AMD having on their 8000 series G chips, the neural processing unit, you might be able to get the full capabilities of Windows 11 24H2 with an AMD 8000G processor. I know y'all are going to say, well, the G processor, it comes with half this, half that, and everything else. But from what I'm reading on the G processor, if you get the best upgraded one that they got, I think it's the 8700G, you might be able to mix it with an NVIDIA graphics card on the right motherboard with the right amount of RAM. You might have the total balls to the wall machine for if you want to do AI and all that. But, me having the 5700X, I'm not going to be able to get all the capabilities of Windows 11 24H2. Now, what I did was to make it close to the 5700X, but the processors are, the 5700X is faster than the processor I'm using to test the 24H2. So, but I'm using an Intel i5 8400 processor with integrated graphics. I think it's like the 600 series graphics from Intel. But it is working. And that's what we're experiencing right here today, is that I'm using that desktop right here for this test. Now, as you can see on the screen, the taskbar, if you noticed how I got the taskbar set, and this is with the 24, this is with the 24H2. Okay, you still have capabilities to where, if I want to take Firestorm, I could right click it and it's got that show more option, and then I can pin it to taskbar. Boom. See, it's on the taskbar. So you do have capabilities, and if you want to get rid of it off of the main desktop, all you do is you just right click and hit delete. So, you can pin it to the taskbar if you want to, and delete it off of your desktop to where you don't see it. But if you wonder if it'll launch, there's two things that can happen. One, it can launch like it's doing now. Or two, it could say this is missing. But obviously this link goes directly to, let me move that down a little bit. The link goes directly to the program itself. So that was the good thing. And everybody's wondering, can I get Second Life to work on 24H2? Good question. This is what I'm waiting to find out. And if you're a Second Life player, if your screen, as you can see, it loaded up, if you got the desktop, the viewer to load, then you're not going to have any problems. So as you can see, the viewer took a little bit to load because this is an older architecture. So it's going to be a little slower, and plus it's on a regular hard drive and it's not on an SSD. It's still on a regular hard drive. It's going to load a little bit slower, but not as slow as, slow as can be, but it loads. I'm just using this regular hard drive as a testing phase before I decide to buy an M.2 SSD for this. I'm seeing if 24H2 is going to work the way I want it to work. Now, as far as getting the AI capabilities, with this kind of processor, you're not going to get the full AI capability. I don't even get it with the AM4 series. So the same capabilities that I'm getting with the i5 8400, I'm going to end up getting the same with my Ryzen 7 5700X. So basically, they're both stuck in the same boat. So that's the reason why I haven't converted my main PC just yet, because I need something to do my videos and stuff like that. But I'm going to have to do it sooner or later, because as of next year, in Q2 or Q3, in between those two, Windows 10 is going to go extinct. So I recommend 6 months beforehand you decide to upgrade to Windows 11. At least get it closer to the date of expiration. At least they'll make more changes and improve, the quality of Windows 11 before it gets close to the date of ending Windows 10. So if you're going to stay on Windows 10 for a little longer, try to get it close to like 6 months before they expire it. I would recommend between 3 and 6 months before they expire it, before you go up to Windows 11. I'm going to play the same game, and I'm going to keep going on Windows 10 till I get down to the last couple months, 3 months, before they expire it. Even though that when I was on Windows 7, before I went to Windows 10, I stayed on Windows 7 for a year or a year and a half after they expired it, because they were still giving me the updates for um, Microsoft Windows Defender. So, for the antivirus program. So, I don't know if they're going to do the same thing. Something tells me that they put a paywall there to say, hey, if you want more updates, then you're going to have to start paying for the updates for Windows 10. That's kind of what is rolling downhill right now. So, but as you can see with Windows 11 24H2 is, to me, it doesn't look any different than Windows 23H2. Just to be honest with you, it doesn't. It doesn't look any much different than 23H2. The response and capabilities and everything else. Now, the thing is with right here with them saying that they're going to put ads and stuff like that, I don't see it. Okay, this right here, I don't see any ads or anything else. Probably when I hit them more, but I really don't see any ads whatsoever. And this is 24H2, people. This is 24H2. I don't see, unless I'm blind, I don't see any ads. I really don't. Okay, what I did different is that everybody was wondering about the control panel. Well, what I did is I made a shortcut to the control panel so I can get on the control panel faster from the taskbar. What I did was I made it faster for me to get to Windows Update just by a couple clicks, and I'm right there on Windows Update. So, and I'm doing it all from the taskbar. So, and you got your Google Chrome. Oh, Google Chrome. Oh, let me make this a little smaller here. Get this down into the corner a little bit. Sorry, I have to make my face a little bit smaller for y'all. Okay, so the thing is this. I had to fight to get Google Chrome on this computer. I really did. I was like, oh my God, it's because I had to change everything. What changes would you say? Well, look, if I bring up Microsoft Edge, right? And I went to type in, let's say I want to type in Google. You see what pops up? See right here what pops up. I'll push not now. American Technology Company, Google. So, says Google Chrome recommends using Chrome, built for Windows, easy search, Google. It asks to switch. Okay, now I could switch it and, just knock Microsoft Edge off of the box, but I'm not going to do that. I want two separate browsers for a reason. Is if I do searches, I want to have my advantages. When I search for stuff dealing with Microsoft, I just want to deal with it on Microsoft Edge, and the other stuff I just do on Google Chrome. So basically, I do everything here on Google Chrome. If I want to do some stuff here, Yes, it's a little slow. I know. It's because of the hard drive. It has enough RAM and everything else, system RAM. That's not the problem. So, if I right-click here and go to Task Manager, yeah, it takes a little bit. That's because of the hard drive has to access everything. So, and if you look at the memory, I'm only using 3.8 gigabytes. That's it. I got 11.7 gigabytes available, and I got 4.9 cached for the iGPU, I guess. No, that's not for the iGPU. This is for the iGPU. Okay, I have shared GPU memory is 7.9 gigabytes. So that's shared. So I'm only using 0.2. And I have DirectX 12.1. So it's not bad. The driver date is from 2022. So I might want to look into seeing if they got 2024 out and upgrade the driver update with that. But all in all, if you look at the hard drive, it's using 100% of the hard drive. So as you can see, this is really spinning out the hard drive. So, and as you can see, it's really active. I mean, it reaches close to 4 gigahertz, but it's not utilizing 100% of the processor. So that's good. I mean, so it's not too bad if you're using an older system. I mean, if you look at the top, you know, it looks like it's got all its little tiddly bits. You know, one details. I mean, the desktop, downloads, documents, pictures, music, videos. And you can go to this PC and go in there and, you know. So let's go to the properties. And this is only a 1 terabyte hard drive. I only got 391 gigabytes used. I got 538 gigabytes free. Now, I could hit compress to save space, but it won't work so good on the operating system. Okay, I did that now on a second drive that I use for the storage. I did that to save space on it, and it works out great. But never, ever, ever, never do that on your main operating system, period. You do that, you'll run into problems. I say that because I know from experience. Never do that. So, but all in all, it's, to me, 24H2 looks the same. So we're on the desktop here. So let's open something up. Okay. Now, if you look here, let me shrink it a little bit. This is the Windows Explorer on Windows 10. Okay, the only difference I see was right here. Okay, they made it smaller. And right here where the Q was, they got that little display right there that'll help you display the contents. That's kind of different, but truthfully, that's basically what it looks like. This right here, this is Windows 10. This looks a lot cleaner than, you know, coming over here to there. I don't know. You all decide if Windows 10, okay, Windows 10 looks cleaner. Here, we'll do this. Well, no, we won't do that. So that way y'all will be able to see it. If this looks cleaner than this over here from Windows 11. Okay, now you see the difference between the two. You know, they still got some stuff up here that if you want to modify it, if you want to, like, you know, they got certain stuff right here that, you know, you can do. Burn to disk, that right there, this has got a CD-ROM in it, so it's got to clean up, optimize. This I never seen before. This is something new. It's got a format selected disk. It's got a pin quick access, select all. I mean, it's got some good features on it. I mean, this 24H2's got some good features on it. You know, I'm not unimpressed, but, you know, it looks like it took the 23H2 and then put an old folder, and then it made a new one. So basically, it's a totally new Windows 11 from what this looks like. So if I do a cleanup, then it'll get rid of all the old and stuff like that. That's what I want. But this looks like it's pinned. So that's the same thing that's on the Windows 10. As far as it looking, I mean, it's got a new folder right there. I mean, or an add button. I mean, let's just go to a document folder, right? So this way we ain't putting them all over the place. It's got a compressed zip folder. Ooh. Wow. That's nice. So if we open it up, it's empty. We know that, but we can put stuff inside there and compress it, and we can have a zip folder compressed. But we don't need that right now. So we go up here. Instead of it being all jumbled down here, they just hit it up here to hit delete. Boom. Gone. The cons to this, I'm seeing a lot of good pros to this. The cons, I don't see where the cons are. If I hit all apps, I mean, and it's got a back button, so that way you can go back. And you can go forward, you can go back, you can go forward, you go back. You know, that's a plus. And as far as, your tools and stuff like that, you go down here to the tools section. Okay, you go down here to Windows Tools. You're going to find everything you need in there. As far as the control panel and stuff like that. So I just saved myself some time. Put the control panel right here and go boom. So what's the big deal? I mean, I don't see a really big deal in any of this. I mean, I got everything I need here. I mean, I can hit system and brings up system information. See, it says right here, 24H2. Right there. I mean, and you can see that this is right here, Windows 11 Home Insider Preview. And this is the 26200.5001. And you can see the date I did it was installed on 4/20/2024. And this is 4/25/2024. So, there's nothing I'm hiding. And it tells you everything you need to know. I'm running right here. This is the processor. Intel Core i5-8400 CPU at 2.80 gigahertz. And it says 2.81 gigahertz. I don't know. That's kind of crazy to me that they would put something there. And the installed RAM right here, 16 gigabytes, and it says 15.9 usable. That means it takes and reserves a part of it for the system and, all the good stuff. So, as you can see, I am doing the Insider program. So I still got, programs and features here. I can do anything with my programs and features. And if I don't, then, I mean, you got all the stuff that you need for your system right there. And if you didn't see where I went to go and do this, all you do is you click on the little window button right there, go to all apps, then go all the way down to the bottom. Click on System Tools, and then where you got Control Panel, right click. And it'll have a button that says Pin it to Taskbar. This says Unpin because I already have it pinned, but I'll unpin it just for you guys. So it's unpinned, and now I'll pin it back to the taskbar. Okay, so it's pinned. Down here at the bottom, right here. So if you need anything here that you want a quick shortcut to, you can pin it to your taskbar. So all your configurations are right here. Or you can right click the start menu and you get some of it right here. Some of the stuff you need are right here. That's if you want to go that route. But if you just want everything in a ball of wax, then you can just make a quick shortcut to the taskbar and boom. So everything that I use, I put on my taskbar. Everything that I use. Okay. The stuff that I use for tools to check the system, I'll leave on the desktop. Like OBS, I can take and I can remove this if I want. I can delete it. I don't need that there. Google Chrome, I don't need this on there. I can delete that too. I'm going to leave these on here and so on. Now I'm going to leave this here is because I've already right clicked and I went to show more options and I went to properties. And here I put don't move files to the recycle bin. Remove files immediately when deleted. I checked that and I hit OK or apply and then OK. I'm going to hit cancel because I already did it. So reason is for, if I'm deleting something, I have a good reason why I deleted it. So it's gone. So when I delete something off the PC, it's gone. I don't have to go to another stage to where I got to take and flush it out off of the system because I have regrets or anything else. No. Once you delete something, it should be permanent and where it doesn't sit in a folder taking up space. I don't need it. So once it's gone, and I don't regret it. Once I delete something, it's gone. It does not go to the recycle bin anymore. It's out of there. I don't need it something sitting for months and months and, oh, I forgot this was sitting here. And I got like maybe 10, 12, 15 gigs all used up sitting in the recycle bin when I could have it freed up for my system. Nah. That's the reason why I do what I do. But as far as AI Explorer, I'm not going to have AI Explorer for this. That's one. I'm not going to be able to, well, I'll probably be able to get Copilot. Let me see if I can do Copilot for y'all. Let's see if it'll allow me to do it. Let's see. Windows app, that's Azure. Virtual desktop, 300 dev box. No, I don't need that. So I should have Copilot already from what this is saying. So if you don't see it in the C's, then you go all the way down and you keep looking for it. It's got Clipchamp. It's got Teams. I don't use Teams. So it's got Maps, Media Player. The new Media Player is not too bad. It reminds me of an old Media Player that I used to have. I do have OBS in here. I got Paint 3D. You will have to get it from the Microsoft Store, Paint 3D, just to let you know. It's got Outlook. It's got Quick Assistant. Well, as far as this says, I don't think I have Copilot. So let's go back to the Microsoft Store and see if we just type in Copilot. It's got Bree, AI chatbot, interviewer, Copilot. God is my Copilot. GPT robot, Poe. But this is weird. There. Let's see. You got Power Toys. You know what? Let's install Power Toys. Let's see if Windows 11 is going to freak out on me. It doesn't look like it's got wow. Wow. Paid. At least with the Microsoft News, they give you an option there if you want to install it or not. I don't. You guys spend $100 on this 365. I don't think so. I should already have Microsoft Defender. Safeguard your identity credit, Microsoft Defender. If y'all are seeing this with Microsoft Personal, okay. So basically they put a paywall behind it. So basically what it's going to come down to when you're going to get Windows 12, if you get the Home Edition, you're not going to get Copilot. So you're going to be stuck with ChatGPT. So if you're looking for some kind of AI or something with the Home Edition, then you're going to be stuck with ChatGPT. Yes. So that's something to think about. That is something to think about. Well, let's see what we can get on this Power Toys if it loads. So that's what we're looking for right now, Windows Power Toys. Unless it's called Power Toys. Yep. Power Toys preview. Let's see what it's about. I'm always curious to see what new features they're going to make and everything else. Or is this going to actually crash Windows 11? This is going to be to where we're going to find out that if it's going to crash Windows 11 or not. Okay, so we opened up with a dashboard. Okay, so let's shrink it a little bit. Huh. Let's see. Disable modules. Screen ruler. Okay. Why is that? Yeah, so you guys got me on the tired zone. Awake. Color picker. Command not found. Crop and lock. This is like a guide. That's what this is right here. This is a guide to what you know how to use it. So that gives you a guide on how to use it. This is like, you know, I don't know how to say this, but kind of not like you want to use it. It doesn't it gives you the basic Windows 98 feature kind of power toy kind of thing. I don't feel that that's warranted for right now because it's got everything on, and the things that it's got off, you know, it's still the same thing. It's just there in case something gets turned off, but it didn't affect the 24H2 whatsoever. Oh, and just to tell you, we're going to have more to come on this Windows 24H2 is because we're on the developer stage, seeing what's good, what's not good, and everything else. I'm giving you guys an actual live kind of thing of what's happening today with it because we're getting closer to the September margin. And when they do put it out there, you guys want to have the jump ahead on Windows 24H2. So just to give you an aspect, we're going to give you a little bit of an aspect look of this. 24H2 is not going to have all the capabilities of what you want on an like your normal processors, you know, your CPUs, like, you know, your 5000 series, 6000 series, 7000 series, up to your 8000 series. You might get more features with the 8000 series. I'm unsure of this on the AMD side. Now, Intel, I can't give you any whatsoever other than what's going on with the i5 8400, the 8th gen series. But I can tell you from the 8th to the 12th, it's probably going to be about the same. So the 13th and 14th gen, not sure of. Anything above that, I can't tell you because we don't have our hands on it. We can only tell you what we have our hands on. That's all I can tell you is what I have my hands on. That's it. I can't tell you if, you know, what I don't have my hands on because that's going to be just my opinion alone, you know. But when it comes to testing, right now I'm testing on an 8th gen processor. You know, I gave you guys the specs. It's a Livono. It's a pre-built system. Yes. Now you guys are going to ask, will it game? We don't know yet. We haven't tested that far. But I can tell you the processor's handling pretty well, as far as I can see. But as far as gaming with this integrated graphics, you might be able to play, low-end games. I did play a couple games. I was playing Bejeweled. It was playing well. So, that gives you a little bit of an idea. But as far as when it comes to a bigger processor, my next step is going to be, I'm waiting for it to fully be released to the public so I can try that version compared to the preview version I have right now. So, but I can tell you, as far as people saying that there's news clips and stuff like that on the desktop, that's false. I have yet to see anything about the news on the desktop. I have not seen it yet. Unless you go to Microsoft Store and get get the news feed. I think that's what they did is they put on the Microsoft Store, and I showed you guys, and I mean, if you go onto the Microsoft Store, you can get the news feed, but I don't see it anywhere, and I took you guys along with me. I didn't see it anywhere on 24H2. So the reporting of that was wrong, I think. Other people making reports of it, I think it's because they put it onto their system and it did pop-ups all over the place, and then they say, oh, because, Microsoft's now putting the news up on, their operating system. No. On Windows 10, you have a way to turn the feed on or off, yes. But that's on Windows 10. Windows 11, they did have it at a certain point, but they took it off and they put it into an app. If you want to get Microsoft News, feed, you have to go to their store to download the app in order to get it. So don't believe the hype when it comes to somebody saying, oh, news is going to be spread all over it. No, it's not. That's untrue. Because before we go, we're going to go back once again. Since I already have it loaded. Do you see any place, and I'll click this, do you see any place? Let's click more. Do you see any place that's got Microsoft News in it? Any place. This is what I just uploaded. And this is what I've been messing on. Do you see any place? Look, any place. I don't. It's got the Edge, the Mail, which I never used Microsoft Mail anyway. It's got a calendar, Microsoft Store, the photos. These are good, useful things, the settings. It's got Office 365, and it's got the games. It's got Spotify if you want it on there. It's got Xbox. Your to-do list, if you've got a to-do list, it's right there for you. I got my Instagram on there. It's got, Messenger. I think that's Facebook. That's if you want to put Facebook Messenger on there. You know, you got ClickChamp, Clipchamp. I use that a lot. It's got LinkedIn. It's got a calculator. It's got a clock. And it's got Notepad. And down at the bottom, it's got Windows Paint, File Explorer, and Movies and TV. That's it. And if you want to see all the apps, you just go right there. You can see all your apps. I don't see a problem in this. This, I do not see a problem. Everything is convenient. Let's go back to the main screen. I want to talk to you guys there. Everything is convenient. I don't see any issues whatsoever. And if on the home version you don't see ChatGPT, then what you do is then you go on to Google Chrome and get ChatGPT 4. Simple. And use ChatGPT 4 from there. I do on my main PC because I don't have Copilot because I'm on Windows 10. So even being on Windows Home, you still got advantages on there. The only thing it doesn't have is BitLocker, which I'd never use anyway, so it's useless. Everything that I do on this Windows 11 Home Edition, the Insider Preview, or even if it's, you know, when it was just Windows 11 Home Edition, 23H2, it still does the same stuff. I don't see any difference between the two. I really don't. So that's my opinion, and that's what I'm giving to you as far as I know for now. And if I find out any more information, I'll make sure I let you all know. So, and now if you've made it to the end of the video, subscribe, like the video, which would be appreciated, and hit that notification bell so you know when I post the next video. So until the next time and the next video, this is JJ on JJ's PC Builds. We will see you on the next one.